Hi, welcome to Dee Dee Blooms. I am working on what I call my Oeceoclades project. I currently have 5 different types of Oeceoclades that are in separate little pots. I just got 2 new ones in the past couple days, and I unpotted one of them already. As I've received them, these 5 I've received over the past couple weeks. I'll show the other 3 in a little while. These 2 right here are my newest ones that just arrived a couple days ago. And I'm going to repot them in the pots they came in, but in fresh media. My project is I'm actually going to put these all together as an Oeceoclades kind of a display in it's a one big holder, and again you're going to see that in a little bit, but I'm going to pot these up first. Okay, I'm back after having repotted the 2 new Oeceoclades that I received. This is the square. It's not a basket. It's got like an aluminum inner tray, but it's just, you know, it's for planting purposes, and I just really liked it. I like the simplicity of it, and I'm not comfortable actually putting like soil inside of it or anything. I just feel like eventually it might rust, and but I like the idea of it being used as a display of these types of orchids. And so that's what I'm going to be putting these guys in and assembling them. And then I went to my local nursery nearby, and I got these dried preserved mosses that are just beautiful, and I think will help enhance the coloring of these types of orchid. Okay, I'm back. I went and grabbed some landscaping gravel. It's just some plain gravel, nothing extraordinary. I just wanted that extra place for water to be, so I can just put my pots on top of it, and if I water within this setup, they're not just sitting in a basin of water if there's any overflow. I'm going to start figuring out how I can use the moss to decorate better. I'm hoping this is going to work. I hope I have enough moss. You know, I think these pots are ugly. So that's why I wanted to figure out, one, something to display all of these type of orchids together. I like them together because I like to see the variation. And when they're closer together, I feel like I see the variations more. And I want the mosses to be those highlights that help bring out the colors, but also hide these ugly pots. That's my goal. I'm looking at how big this basin is. I do have one more Oeceoclades en route from Ecuagenera. It's a decaryana species, and I think I'll be receiving it probably within the next week and a half to 2 weeks. But I wanted to start getting this set up, see how this all works out with the ones I have already, and I will definitely be leaving space for the other one that I'm getting. So let me set you down. Okay, so just so you know, each one that I potted them a bit higher in the pot. This one might be easier to see. You can see maybe the top of the roots a little bit. I'm planning on also, depending on how the moss goes, using this decorative pebbles as possibly a top layer over the soil part. They all pretty much have these darker little pseudobulbs. The plants don't get too big. And they just have these really cool kind of snakeskin, camouflagey looks to them. So of course I started obsessing and fell in love and wanted as many as I could get my hands on. I am still hoping to eventually find a spathiflora. That one's got a whole myriad of colors in it. But I have not had any success with that yet. I'm going to take all this moss out and put it on a tray I have over here. Okay, I had to cut and come back. I'm now opening this purpley reddish magenta moss. It looks like Spanish moss that's been dyed. So far, let me show you guys what we got here. So far, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's different. But now I want to mix in this purpley color. Okay, after a lot of fluffing of preserved moss and using these decorative pellets, little stones, pebbles, I put the pebbles in each of the pots, and I really love the mix of the moss. But now I kind of feel like my orchids are just drowned out. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll keep it this way, but I will for now and let them just settle in. They're going to be in my north window, which is in a previous video where I've showed my north window and how it's set up. There's all these wire shelves, and so it's going to be on the lower area. These aren't super highlight orchids, so I think they're going to be okay here. But just let's zoom in a little bit here. This is the monophylla crossed with peyrotti. It still looks beautiful. I think the moss colors do kind of help bring it out, but when you go out here, it's so busy, it almost drowns it out. But I've got one more plant that's gonna go right into here. I'm still gonna try and keep this idea, but we'll see. This is the, let's see, decaryana crossed with monophylla. Hopefully you can see that coloration better. So pretty. Then over here, this is that muted one. There, maybe if I get the glare off of the leaves, you can see the pattern a little better. This is the Chameleon, Oeceoclades Chameleon. And back here, this one's real easy to see. Real bright green and light limey green. And this is the Oeceoclades Yoko. And then finally, and I'll do an update video when I get the decaryana. There's this one. I'm gonna focus in a bit more. My zoom won't really, it's better this way. This is the perrieri. So that's my Oeceoclades project. Maybe I've inspired you to think of ideas for yourself on how you want to display your orchids. Time will tell if I keep this the way it is, but I'll provide updates as I make those decisions. Take care. And here's my north window, and I moved the Oeceoclades display pot right here. That's my lower shelf with my bulbophyllums, mixture of varying orchids, and there's a little fern here, but phalaenopsis, a jewel orchid. I actually want to do a video on my jewel orchids. I don't have that many. Here's one of my blooming phals that I actually got to rebloom. So beautiful. So excited. It's my very first phalaenopsis that I rebloomed. And so again, paphiopedilums are down here, and a few other various types. Bulbophyllum again, gastrochylis, along this bottom shelf. It's kind of one of the lower light areas, not kinda, it is one of my lower light areas. And Oeceoclades being a low light plant, I thought this would be perfect. So I've just got it on a wood stand for now, and want to keep it as accessible as possible, keep a close eye on it, and go from there. If you stuck it out this far, thanks for watching. If you like the video, you can do a like, a thumbs up, and if you like what I'm presenting in my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Take care.